What's going on, guys? Firewolf Tech here, showing you guys the new MacBook Pro 14-inch equipped with the new M2 Pro chip. We're going to go ahead and open this up and show you guys all around. The link for this will be in the description box below, so make sure you guys check that out. So I picked this up in the space gray color, and this is the base configuration model, which starts at $2,000. Right in the back here, we can see that the base model comes with 16 gigabytes of unified memory, 512 gigabyte of solid state drive, and we can see here the 14-inch version is equipped with the M2 Pro chip, and this is the baseline chip that you get with it. So let's go ahead and open this up. All right, so with that out of the way, go ahead and lift the cover up. And there we have the MacBook Pro covered in some really nice paper plastic here. Here we have the MacBook Pro. Again, this is the space gray color. Feels really cold. And there's aluminum. You can see the MagSafe charging port over here. We got two USB Type-Cs on the left side and the 3.5mm jack. And then on the other side, we have a really nice HDMI output, another Type-C, and a micro SD slot, which is really nice. Let's see what we get inside the box here. Now the base model is going to come with a 67 watts power adapter here, and this is going to be Type-C. And this is the MagSafe cable here. Alright, so here's the actual MagSafe Type-C to MagSafe over here. Definitely get a decent length here, and it's braided, which is a really nice quality cable, which is really cool. Alright, so let's get a nice little top view here. As soon as you open it, we'll power on your MacBook. Let's take this out. Definitely has really nice, beautiful keys. I love the offset black color that we have here. On the top right of the keyboard, we have the Touch ID sensor, and then we have nice speaker grills over here, and a really nice, very large trackpad right in the sensor, which is really cool. MacBook Pro definitely feels a little bit on the heavier side, definitely heavier than the MacBook Air. But this being a 14-inch model, is definitely not super heavy. Probably the 16-inch is going to be a lot heavier. We can see the fans over here. We have another cutout over here for additional fans, as well as on the hinge itself. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this up really quick. So initially it's going to ask you for which language. I'm going to go ahead and choose English. Here is where you would set up your country or region, the United States. Here we have more information on accessibility, but we're gonna hit not now. This is where you would connect your Wi-Fi. All right, so once you connect it to Wi-Fi, it might prompt you to do a software update, but we're gonna go ahead and update that later. Here's where you get assistance for migration, transferring your information from a different Mac, Time Machine backup or startup disk, or even from a Windows PC. But we're going to click on Not Now. I'm going to set this up as a brand new MacBook Pro. And this is where you would sign in with your Apple ID as well. We're going to set this up later. I'm going to skip. Here we would agree on the terms and conditions. And here you can type in your own full name here, whatever you want to name your MacBook Pro. We're just going to name this Firewolf. Alright, once you create your accounts, here you would enable location services. We're going to make sure we click that on. This is definitely important. If you ever misplace your MacBook, you can always track it with Find My iPhone. This is your analytics here. You can choose to share your Mac analytics data and share crash and usage with app developers. We're gonna go ahead and continue. And you can also set up screen time. I'm gonna set this up later. And this is where you would enable Siri. I never use it, so I'm just gonna skip that one. And this is where you would basically configure Touch ID using your any type of finger. I'm gonna use my index finger here. So we're just gonna go ahead and place it on top of the Touch ID sensor, and we're going to continue lifting up and down while the sensor picks up my fingerprint. And now we're going to take multiple angles, and you can set up multiple fingerprints as well. And here you can change your different looks. Here we have the dark, and then we have automatic, which will shift if depending on the time of day. If it's nighttime, it'll be dark. And if it's morning, it'll be light. I'm gonna keep it at automatic because I do like the switch between the two. I'm gonna hit continue. And just like that, your MacBook Pro has been successfully set up. Again, I set it up as a brand new MacBook Pro. And the first thing I wanna say is the screen resolution is really, really nice and sharp. I love the color contrast on the screen, looks really nice. And especially with this notch design, everything looks really nice, sleek and cool, very nice and clean. All right, let's enjoy a couple of different angle shots that I've taken. I'm gonna be really honest, it's not the best. It's a little bit shaky, but I'm still practicing and learning, so please don't judge. The design language is definitely the same as the M1 MacBook Pro, but definitely appreciates the beauty of this machine. Can't go wrong with the space gray. Love how it has the MagSafe, the 2 USB Type-Cs, and that 3.5 headphone jack. Really nice and slim. Got HDMI, Type-C, and the SD card slot. Feels really solid. Keyboard is really nice with that black island keyboard. Touch ID sensor works flawlessly. Testing out the speed and the keyboard of each application. Every time I open up an application with the M2 Pro, everything opens up very nice and fast. Loading up the Apple website, you can see the responsiveness of the multi-touch. Definitely a really great multi-touch, as expected with any other MacBook. A nice little full screen. Keyboard feels really nice. Very nice and responsive, definitely a Pro series. So all in all guys, the 14-inch M2 Pro MacBook Pro is definitely a amazing device that Apple made. I love the color of the space gray. It also comes in silver, but I really like the color scheme with the black keyboard and the space gray. And just remember, the model that I have here is the base configuration model. I have the one with a 10-core CPU, 16-core GPU at the $2,000 rates. But if you guys need more power than that, they also have the 12-core M2 Pro for another $500. And if you want to go for the M2 Max, then that one's going to start at $3,100. And you can configure each one of these with whatever you want to do. I think for the majority of people, the base model is definitely more than enough. But if you're looking for the most power, then obviously the M2 Max would be the one for you. Let me know what you guys think of the 14-inch MacBook Pro. I like it and I highly recommend it. Thanks so much for watching, guys.